DMT Spirit Guide. My friend passed me the bowl of DMT he had packed that was full of ash to slow the melting process. Starting to peak on my Hoffman bicycle blotter acid and 10 milligrams of Adderall, I inhaled slowly and took a rip of the sticky resin-tasting smoke. While the smoke was being held in my lungs, I saw green horizontal and vertical laser light beams drifting around the room. When I exhaled the smoke, the next thing I noticed while remaining in my seat was a small red flickering light from across the room. It was coming from the lamp on the table, and I leaned forward in my seat, while gazing at it. The red light flickered down the lamp, down the table, across the floor towards me, in this neon green tube that was something I realized was also not there before. What the sensation felt like next was as if my eyeballs had slithered out of my head, snaked down my body across the floor to the room and up to the top of lamp, which was approximately 8 feet away. As I was staring up close at the lamp, it changed its shape from a green camping lamp to a science fiction metallic winged, vibrant, shiny and colorful lever-like tool. My vision then recoils from across the room looking at this alien instrument to back to where I'm sitting, back into my own head. I then look at all the objects scattered around the floor, and they're not there anymore. These instruments about 3 foot tall grow out of the floor, and they're doing all these neat little tricks like catching balls of light into nets and moving it around like some kind of pinball machine or marble maze contraption. Amazed at this, before even looking at my friend, I look at the wall across from me, and it has a mural on it that one of my other friends painted a few months ago. This painting is of a 7 foot tall pinkish green intergalactic space alien with 3 heads, 6 arms and dozens of eyes and fangs in its smile. This isn't just a creepy painting anymore, it is now a creepy real-life alien or monster that was looking into my eyes and at the contraption on the floor I had previously noticed. The alien was grinning at me, nodding its head, showing me that all these space-aged gadgets were his that he brought. Then the alien shows me these neon tracks now lying on the floor out of nowhere, and it's advising me to go down them. Before I give it a second thought, my eyes glide down the roller coaster tracks and I go across the room, into the floor and through another dimension, fast, too. In this roller coaster dimension are shapes of bars, ladders, tracks of all kinds in deep blues, yellow and red stripes. I come back out of this dimension and get plumped back into my old body, which is just sitting there in the chair, pipe in my hand. The alien is now laughing at me hysterically while waiting for my return. He's happy that I saw his neat little roller coaster through a wormhole device, and now he wants to show me more. The room looks like a lit-up space carnival circus, with glowing eyes everywhere, flickering, moving all around, and faces from other art pictures. I look to my left where my friend is sitting on his bed watching me. And I wanted to say all these things like how remarkable and if he gets visited by the alien too and stuff, but before I could put these thoughts into words, the alien read my mind and I could see him laughing in my peripheral vision as if to say, what a dumb question to ask about me. Of course this would happen. If you ask him if I'm real, then the magic will definitely wear off. So I ask my friend, when I go there, will I be okay? This is refraining to what is now the shape of a wormhole, or the void, a small black and gray striped vortex floating above the TV across the room. The alien is motioning with his eyes and arms to go into the portal and that I'm welcome there. My friend says that I will be fine and that you return to normal no matter what. While saying this, I can see this third eye bulging out of my friend's lower forehead. And this eye moves almost a millisecond before its original to do, as if to predict time by just a fraction of a second. I look back into the void and begin to go through. All of a sudden it's as if I'm being pulled out of my body from my chest, going up through my head. All I can see is an intense flashing orange light ahead of me, and this is where I start to get nervous. My heart was racing so fast that I wondered if the Adderall and 1 tab of acid combined with this drug was actually killing me. I didn't want the next second to be me coming out of my body and floating above me like a ghost. I already had enough on my mind, plus a concert to go to later, so I tried snapping out of it. Seeing myself in the room again breathing heavily, I was in a panic, telling the alien that I wasn't ready to die. I was saying to it how amazing, and to no disrespect for showing me all this cool stuff so far, but I just wasn't sure if I'd be able to find my way back into my body, and what a shame it would be to die right then and there. To this the alien was closing all his lights and robotic gadgets down, and with a confused and sad look on his face as if to say, "Are you sure? Why? What's wrong?" It was moving its 3 faces around to happy/silly to sad/terror as if to say, "I'm just an illusion of your mind and that's all there is to it." I understood that but decided that I'd be ready another time. As I explained this to my friend, I could see the alien's face frozen but still listening into my conversation, as if it was a dream I wasn't full woken out of. As this was happening, the colors toned down in the room and I could see the bright pinks in some watercolor paintings were still very vibrant and glowing. It's apparent now that I've taken DMT that almost all my friends who had tried it before me in the room saw the alien painting as a guide into different realms, although those realms were all different from person to person. To this day I feel like the painting in that room is always watching me, as if to encourage me to say the right things to people and to keep a good balance of karma. If I stay positive about its spirit, it might allow me to see him in another DMT trip, which is yet to come.